Hello, hello, everyone. How are you? We have a very, we have a very special guest today. Mwah. Dipper is awake. Hey, Dip, Dip, Dip. Hello, Nuts. How are you? Oh, she's found my little monster man. Over here, baby. There she is. There's Dipper. Ugh. Say hi. She's like, no, Mom, I want the toy. I want the toy, Mom. So she's gonna try and steal this toy. And I'm like, no, you can't have him. But now she's gonna steal him. Okay, you have to give it back to me though. No, let go. He won't give it back. Okay, I got it. Okay, there you go. How are you guys? Welcome to Dip in Time, a place of acceptance through curiosity and creativity. My name is Rhonda, and I'm really glad to be here. Now Dipper is leaving me. Okay, what is everyone up to? How are you doing, Muttnuts? I know you were having a bit of a challenge last time, and this week has just kind of flown on by. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you are returning. I have a couple things I wanted to go over with you guys today. I wanted to show you my update. Hello, Robin. How are you? I want to talk to you guys about my progress on Captured by Radiance, Mystical Dream Diamonds, and my Dreamer designs. And then I have some things I really want to talk to you guys about and get your opinion on for a couple of things. Mutton says, just resting, long day. Food. I'm sorry, Mutts. That word looks really silly. Food, shoeing, and cleaning today. But I'm pretty sure that's not what you mean. So this is my Captured by Radiance, and I'm absolutely loving these drills. It is coming along really quite nicely. And what I'm finding is with these, I'm actually making really good progress. So last time I was here, I was up to here, and I got all of this done and all of this done. And I love how these squares fit so nicely. And when I did my checkerboard on them, they actually pop. They make the popping sound, which I absolutely love. The other thing that I really like about Captured by Radiance's drills is that they are more uniform. Oh, Dipper's back. Hey, Dip. Oh, Dipper wants to say hi. She's looking for that toy again. But she's going to wander. Oh, I think she found it. We'll see. And this is what she normally does is she'll hang out with me, but she'll like, go through all my stuff because she's trying to find something. Oh, typo, meant shopping. Oh, I was pretty sure you meant something else. Or you could have been doing the Rhonda talk. Dipper, what are you doing? Oh, I think I found what I'm looking for, Mom. Yep, that's what she wanted. Oh my goodness, she's gonna run away with it. Off you go. Which means I will be going on a scavenger hunt later because she can't keep it. Oh my goodness. Just like toddlers that like to get everything that they want. So I just want to show you guys like these drills. Let me change the light here. Come on, focus. They've got their dust drills or unicorn poop. I love that term. They're so pretty. And they really just pop on in. You'll also notice that I like the consistency of the colors within the drills. So you may have, oh, Dipper's back again. One moment, please. Welcome to my world. Now she's trying to find some other things to run away with. Are you going to say hi to everybody? Say hi. The camera's up there. Go, hi. Oh my goodness, Dip. I don't have anything up here for you. I don't. You are so silly. Yeah, she's looking through all my stuff. Dip, I don't have anything else for you. No, I don't. No, I don't. Here, try this. Try that. I'm trying to convince her to eat. Okay, here you go. Try that. Nope. Hello, hello, Rebecca G. How are you? Oh, Dipper was just here. She's running away with all my stuff. So yeah, so this is my Captured by Radiance. I only have this section left, and I'm really looking forward to it. I love how it is literally coming alive. Now, I haven't added any special drills to this. This is what it came with. But I am just loving it. It's interesting because when you pick up the canvases, they are light. But once you put the drills on them, they pick up the weight. So that is that one. Then there's this one. This is my Mystical Dream Diamonds. Oh, Sparkle says she's doing well. How am I? I'm actually doing fairly well. This week has gone by fast. I had like a head cold that I was fighting with for the last couple of days. And I literally didn't do anything and just rested. Took some echinacea and some cold and flu, and it seemed to like kick it in the butt, which I'm really glad. So this one, I've got some stuff on it. So this is this little cute little guy here. This is one by Cocoa Marshmallow. And I love the way it's coming out. It is so sparkly. Oh, here's that butt, guys. Last week I was working on the butt. There's my butt. It is so cute. This is another one that I really like the drills on. These click in really nicely. You can even see the nostrils. I am so thrilled with this. And all the ABs that are through here, I cannot wait to get to the turkey. I'm going to work on that this weekend. And you can see the hair in the ears. You can even see the leaves of the autumn. And like I said, these ones literally click in. I've got some fairy dust. Yes, it's very sparkly, Robin. I like this one. So what I've been doing with this one is I've actually been sharing my progress pics with Cocoa Marshmallow, just so she can see what it looks like as a diamond painting. and how shiny it is. Just look at that. I absolutely love this. And the other thing I really like, and now I'm working on these, and I'm not just putting the drills down, you can actually see where they put some of the ABs and how it works within the picture. So see, I'm actually listening to you guys. Yes, I am learning as I am going on how to do this. And I'm finding that by looking at how the drills are charted in a little section, but where you can see the image, it's helping me figure out how I'm doing my coloring. So right now I'm working on some, I'm in an art class, and we're looking at how to blend colors with markers and crayons and pencil crayons. And I'm just like, I know what I want it to look like, but I don't know how to do it. Oh, Rebecca says she is working on lyrics. Yay. I know what that's about. Robin says, where is that one from? This one is from Mystical Dream Diamonds. This is a fairly new company. The owners are not new to the industry, and they know what they're doing. This canvas is actually much thicker than any of the other canvases I have from any of the other companies. Like, it's really thick. The plastic is really thick, and the glue is awesome. I would definitely take a look at them. So here's the image of it. So this one's called Kindred Spirits. It's art by Coco Marshmallow Arts, and it is from Mystical Dream Diamonds. And I'm really loving this. And it's easy to place, whether I use my tweezers or I use my four placer. They're really easy to place. The glue is sticky enough that I can put the drills on, they stay on. And if I need to realign them slightly, I can do that. I can do that. I know there are some canvases I have where it reminds me of double-sided adhesive, where you put the drills down and once it touches, you're not moving it. And I really don't like that. That frustrates me just because I like to be straight. And thank you, Rebecca. Yeah, my son is fighting the cold now, so I'm like, stay out of my room. I don't want it back. Thank you very much. Robin says, I just joined their group recently. Yes. I'm so excited because this one's cute. My son actually picked this one out for me. And I had a couple I couldn't decide between. And he's like, Mom, the puppy and the turkey. The turkey is going to be so cute. Mystical Dream Diamonds and the one with the diamond art are doing a collab event November 1st to the end of December. And it's a cocoa plus marshmallow event. So it's all going to be about cocoa marshmallow. It is a collab between the two diamond painting companies, which I absolutely love. Hello, Tammy. How are you? Thank you for popping in. I like it because we're part of a community and we all do this for one reason or another. And it is usually a community support, relaxation, mental health, enjoyment, expressions. And the fact that Mystical Dream Diamonds and the one with the diamond art are holding the event together. I don't know if I've ever seen two other diamond painting companies hold an event. If you guys have, let me know. I think it's spectacular. So yeah, so this is where this one is. And like I said, I'm gonna so enjoy, I wanna get this piece done and I wanna get this row done. I don't know how far I'm gonna get, but that's what I'm working on. Now, you guys have seen, okay, just a reminder, this is a completed sections. There's no drills that need to go back into it. I've also been working on Dreamer Design Layla. She's so cute. Can you tell a difference? Is there anything different between this one and the other ones? Besides the light shining on her nose. Yes, I like to try different things. And it helps with my curiosity and intrigue and how things work and what do I like. This one is not completed. I've done the entire painting checkerboard style. And yet from a distance, I've had people go, "Oh, you finished it." I'm like, "Nope." And they're like, "Well, it looks finished." I'm like, "It's not. It's checkerboarded because I want to really enjoy pressing the drills in and hearing the pop." I'm going to turn the light back on. But it's all checkerboard. Now you might go, "Rhonda, what were you thinking?" I don't have the patience. It was actually interesting. I haven't done checkerboard on an entire painting. And if it was any bigger than this, I probably would not have. It would have driven me nuts. But what I'm enjoying about this is because it's not completely finished, I can take a look at where those special drills are. This one here actually has crystals in it, in the eyes. And then there's fairy dust and ABs. Now it's harder to see because it's not all completely finished. However, when I lift it, I can see where those special drills are. And yet I can really enjoy putting it down. Now, the other thing I find that I really liked by doing it this method for this size is there's no plastic cover. There's no plastic cover. So I don't have to listen to the crinkling of the plastic cover. Also, I put my hands on the painting, especially when I'm working, okay? I'm not sticking to it because the drills are raised just enough and there's no empty spaces, like big sections, right? So I can touch this and I don't need to worry about I'm gonna get hair on it, I'm gonna get stuck to it. And it's kind of an interesting look to it. In some ways, it reminds me of a partial because not all of it is covered. It gives me enough image that I can see it and I can see the details, but there's enough there that's not covered that it helps me kind of brainstorm, do I like that there? So I don't know about you guys. I want to enhance things. I want to make it pop, but I'm so cautious, and hence I go slower. Where if it's like this, because it's not all done, for whatever reason, I feel okay with taking my tweezers and going, okay, well, I don't like that, and I can pull it off. Versus if I did the whole section and I'm like, oh, now I got to pull that whole section off. Oh, now I pulled too many off, or I didn't pull enough off. I don't know what it is. It just feels like it's okay to take those ones off because it's not completed. And it might just be a mind frame for me. Because I mean, I've done the sections, I just didn't fill the entire section in. Good question, Robin. How many whips do I have? Okay. So I kind of look at whips slightly different. I look at actual whips versus current whips, if that makes sense. I have 3 current whips that I'm working on. Layla, Kindred Spirits, and The Witch's Hour. Those are my only 3. I have a hard time doing more than 3. And I know that about myself. Some people are great and they love tons of them. I don't. Robin's like, LOL. And you have others in timeout? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Tammy's like, this is the first. I have never seen anyone do this before. Yeah, I like trying different things. I mean, there have been times where I have started in the middle and then worked myself out, thinking that they're straight in the middle and I'll be able to align them to the middle. Did not like that process. Did not like it. I have tried doing like one section here, one section here. I don't like that method either. It just doesn't work for me. I can start at the top and go across. I can start at the bottom. Usually if I start at the bottom, I start at left. I have tried right. I'm okay with it because I don't have to stick my hand in the glue because the drills are already there. Okay, here's my hack. Because I take the glue, I take a section off, and because I use tweezers or my 4-placer, where's my tray? I will align my tray in the direction of the drills. And then because I have my tweezers set up for the size of the drills, I can place my hand here and I just go like this. I'm not moving my arms. I will shake. Sometimes I will like reach over and then place. But what I don't like is I don't like my hand getting stuck to the plastic or the drills. So I grab a cloth napkin and I place it under my hand. That's how I do it. So if I want to take this little section, usually I will pin that down or take it completely off. I will align it and I have my napkin. So then my arm doesn't get all hot and sweaty. It doesn't stick to the plastic. That's what I use. Now, I've been trying to convince a couple of people to actually like make a diamond painting cloth napkin so I don't have to use my cloth napkins and give me something funky. I haven't been able to convince anybody yet. But I might just have to make them myself. So yes, I do have other paintings that are in timeout. And it's not because they're bad. Some of them I find are very labor intensive, where I just need to be able to have my brain power and think about what I'm actually doing and going, right, that needs to switch with that enhancement. It just takes more brain power. I have a hard time doing it because my brain sometimes I have really good brain power, and some days my brain is just really tired. So I will have the ones. So my elephant, my Egyptian elephant, I have put it away for the time being because that is one where I have to go, okay, I want to enhance it. Is this the place where I put those enhancements? And I just have to really think about it and be in the zone. Where other ones, I just follow the pattern and it's easy peasy. Now, there are other ones where the event's over and there's another event I want to do. And the canvas I have doesn't match the new event and it's way too big. So spirits. I have that one and I'm trying to do that one slightly different. I'm trying to do one color throughout the entire canvas before I start another one. And I'm trying to do the most drill color to the least drill color. Because why not? I haven't seen anybody else do it. And I want to kind of see it pop and come to life as I'm finishing it. So there are different reasons why I have certain canvases as my overall whips. But they're not all being currently worked on. And a whip is work in progress. But I'm not working on them, so I don't consider them whips, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. I'm just going back in the chat here. Manette says my ADD, ADHD, and OCD brain would not let me do the checkerboard. It was a challenge. It was a challenge, Manette. I will not lie. It was a challenge. Doing this one as complete checkerboard was a challenge. And of course, because of my OCD and it needs to be perfectly aligned, I started here and then I went over here and did some. But then when I got to the middle, this section wasn't the right checkerboard. And I really debated, do I leave it or do I just fill it in or do I pull them all off? Like, what the fuck? I was so mad at myself. So mad at myself. I pulled them all off. I did. And luckily, it was only like this little section here. And that was one night I was sitting there listening to Tima, listening to her live. And I'm like, breathe. Oh, look at those pretty drills she has. So this is very interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I could do a checkerboard on a bigger canvas, but yeah. Manette says I only have 3 whips for now. I do not norm for me. No, that is not norm for you. Yep. Tammy says, Mutz, I don't have ADD or OCD, and I couldn't bring myself to do this. Well, I'm glad to be able to do it for you. How about that? You want to try it? You let me know. I'm almost up for anything. That is hilarious. But yeah, I'm really proud that I actually did it. I'm proud that I was able to allow myself to do it. And I'm really happy that I actually did the entire thing. Now I might be thinking twice about that once I start putting all the drills back in there. But I'm really looking forward to the click. I'm really looking forward to click. Robin says, I get anxiety if I have more than one, and I've done 2 at once. That's the most I can do. If I start one, I have to finish it. That's how I work too, she says, with the drills. Yep. And you're right, Robin. When I first started, I couldn't do more than one. I couldn't. I found it very overwhelming. I couldn't remember where I was going to post it, who I was going to share it with, what the hashtags were, what size was it, like what event was it for. I just found it very overwhelming. Just overwhelming. Tammy says I always start in the middle. Really? Start in the middle, go down 2, and 3 rows flip, do other section then. Oh, interesting. So, question for you, Tammy. What got you to do it that way? And what is it about that process you like? I mean, everybody has their own way of doing it, and there's no right or wrong way. It's just very interesting. And I love to understand other people's ways of doing things. Mutnet says I go left to right if it's 40 by 40 or smaller. I go bottom to top if it's bigger. Hang on 2 seconds. I go left to right if it's 40 by 40. If it's smaller, she goes bottom to top. And if it's bigger, you go top to bottom. Oh, interesting. Now, is there a reason for that? Is it because of the size that you have available? Is it just manageability? See, Robin says she starts at top and works down. And see, Tammy says, I heard silicone pads work great for that. Yeah, so when you're leaning on it. So I do have one of those silicone pads. I find it sticks to me too. Maybe I'm just hot stuff. Who knows? I don't like the gummy feeling. And then I lift it and it's like, I don't know about you guys, but my son comes up behind me and he's like, Mom, you dropped your wax. I'm like, oh, yeah, it was on my arm. I dropped it. And there's times, depending on the canvas, depending on the company, some of them, I put my arm down and the drills move. Sometimes I put my arm down and they come off with my arm. Not a happy camper. Not whatsoever. Oh, see, Muttnuts says she uses them from time to time. Robin says, I bought a couple too, Tammy, but I haven't used them yet. I heard that from Rochelle. Maybe we'll have to have Rochelle come on and help us with that. Just show us. I'm a visual person. I need to see it. Hence why I did the checkerboard. Tammy says, I am proud of you, Rhonda, that you were the first one that's done it. You made DP history. Thank you. I don't know why I thought about doing it. I start with checkerboard, especially when it's color blocking. And then I was like, I wonder. And then I kind of went down that rabbit hole. Muttnut says, I'm an overachiever, LOL. So I usually am doing 5 or more canvases and usually have 3 or more events. Oh, do you do it, Muttnuts? How? I get so confused. I get so confused and then overwhelmed. And then I get mad at myself. And then I want to walk away. Then I want to go back to the canvas. Muttnut says, I do that way. Oh, you do that way due to working space. It's what works for you. Yeah. Yeah. Hence why I kind of changed my setup. The other part that I'm finding is helping is I'm not having to roll up my canvases and putting them away to make room for another one. It's making a huge difference for me. I'm like, ooh, which one do I want to work on today? And I can just pull it out and lay it down. And I have a big enough desk. Like this fits on here, easy peasy. And I have my latch hook loom, and I can hang them on there. I love it. Love it. Tammy says, I watched someone do it. It keeps their arms off the drills. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Tammy says, I think it keeps the boredom down doing some patterns and colors. Yeah, it does. It really does. You know, I know like this one's not bad for color blocking in all honesty, because there's actually confetti on these sections here. But we all know that Muttnuts loves 310s. You can have them. She's like, no, I don't, Rhonda. I know you don't. But when I get into a color blocking section, I will actually start making designs in them. I'll go this way, then I will like do diagonals, I will make letters, I go backwards, I go up. I have to, otherwise I get way too bored. Way too bored. It's too tedious for me. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about. That. Now. Oh, Berta, so glad you are here. I finally made to see my bestie. Muttnut, Tammy saying, hey, Berta. Muttnut is like, me and 310, not friends right now. You're right. I know. I don't like 310s. And I am so glad you have them and I don't. But I'm sitting alongside you. I swear I am. I swear I am. So, Berta, how do you like my checkerboard Layla? I checkerboard the whole canvas. I know. Now I'm going to go back and fill in and listen to the clicks. So that's what I'm working on that one. So let's bring our kindred spirits up. This one is so cute. When I look at this one, it always makes me think of Berta. It does. It makes me think of Katya and Berta. I just, So November 1st, we, Jennifer Roberts and I, DP Addiction Adventures and Dip in Time, are going to be collabing on my first event. And it is hashtag Sparkle All the Way 2024. It does not need to be a Cocoa Marshmallow. It does not need to be a Mystical Dream Diamonds. It can be whatever makes you sparkle. Whatever makes you happy. It will need to be a 60 by 80. and that can be over multiple canvases. It does not need to be a new start. It does not have to have a finish. There is a registration form, and we will be doing a live. Hey, Rhonda, what's under? Hello, Timothy. How are you? Hello, hello. So this is my Kindred Spirits, my cocoa marshmallow. Oh, I'm absolutely loving it. And then there's my checkerboard, Layla. Yeah, it's not finished. It's checkerboarded. What I'd like to ask you guys, and this is where I need your honest opinion, your thoughts, your feedback, suggestions, recommendations. Let me bring my face back. I meant, hey, what's up? I'm live. Let me, please work. Yay! So at the beginning of the video, Dipper made an appearance. Not only did she make one, not two, 3 or 4, and then she like ran across my desk, stole my toy, and ran away. And she's left the door open. So, but this is what I want to know. Sorry. When you guys are looking at events, when you hear about retreats, when you hear about something going on and you're like, how did I miss that? What would help brain fart? What would help you to know what's going on? So I know events, there's different places we have events. We have the Facebook DP events page. There's also the Instagram DP events. So there's 2 different places for that. Okay. And it can be sometimes hard going, did I do this one or did I do that one? Retreats. I always seem to be catching up or running behind retreats. And I'm like, there was an opening there. What is that one about? So I'm curious, as a person who is not familiar with retreats or specific retreats, because not all the retreats are the same. What would you guys like to know about them? So, for example, which retreats are occurring next year? Yes, they have. Yes, Robin, they have a retreats group now too on Facebook, right? Becca says, I'm rarely on Facebook and I really only post on Instagram. I miss things because of that. And I think that's, I think members in the community are doing as best as they can with what they have and to get that information out. But it's really hard too when you're not on those social media platforms all the time. Robin, I think you have to be in the right live with someone actually talking about the retreats to hear about them. That's actually how I started to hear about them. I happened to be in a couple of people's lives, and I'm like, retreat? What retreat? Where? How do I get into them? What's it all about? Right? And I've been to 2 retreats. And they're different. And I'm glad they're different. And I also like to know, or I wish I had known more what kind to expect. And I know people try and explain it, and it's really hard if you're a visual person or you want a different like, it's hard to grasp. Okay. Robin says, me too. Berta, I say Facebook because most people have it connected to Instagram. If I answer something wrong, yes, yes, and I'll blame Dipper too. Absolutely. Right. So Instagram, I know when I post on Instagram, I can click a setting that says post on Facebook. Poor Timothy. It's never my fault. Unless it's a good one, then it's always your fault. At least that's the way I look at it. So I've been chatting with a couple people regarding the retreat Facebook page. And I know, A, I'm really glad it's there. B, I'm glad people are posting to it. C, I need to go check it more often. One of the challenges I'm finding is that I have to scroll and scroll and scroll. And then I'm like, did I scroll too far? And then it rolls up. And I try and search things, but it's different of how I think about it on a certain day. Timothy, yes, help me, Berta. Don't say poor Tammy. Poor me. Poor both of you. Yes, I give you hugs. So I'm wondering if there is a way Robin, I agree. It would be nice if they had a calendar, right? And that's kind of what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear is I'm thinking, and I'm in collaborations with other members where it's like, if we put like under albums some information, we could put like a calendar, we could put like under features, and where it would have, and I'm trying to think without making it really unmanageable. I want it to make it as simple as possible, but with the right information. So I know there's more retreats popping up. I am so looking forward to the one that is going to be popping up in the casino on the west side. Check out that one. That's with Ditzy. Berta, I will give you hugs any day, anytime, any hour, anywhere. Don't care who's around. But what information would be important? Tammy says there are so many different Facebook groups. We can't all be in Facebook groups. You will never know about all the retreats only if the creator of the group has gone to one or they're a chairperson. Yes. And you make a really good point. And I'm not talking about making a new Facebook group. I'm talking about just keeping it in the diamond painting retreat Facebook group. But can we organize maybe the features and the functions that are available to us? I know, like when I look at retreats, it's like, okay, where is it? When is it? Who's running it? How big is it? What are the types of things that are part of that group? Yes, right. So Hey, Lee and Lenore, how are you? Poor you. What about poor me with the two of you? Tag, you're it. Berta, what dates and where it's at? I always forget. Right? Yes. And Tammy goes, then people come back and talk about them and their experiences, but that creators may not know anything. Price? Yep. Yep. Rebecca says 12 folders. There goes for retreats and events. Then we're limited to things we want each month. I'm asking for feedback, guys. I want to know what do you guys want, right? Because then we can customize it to the priorities. Like, I know one of the things I thought about was, what if we had a post similar to events where it's like January 2025, these retreats are occurring. And here's the contact name, here's the date, here's the theme, kind of like, what is it? Tammy, the problem is you can't reach out to everyone in the DP world unless each critter of their channel mentions to go to this Facebook group. That's another challenge. Do we need to reach out to each and every one of them? We don't need to have a complete, okay, I know I would love to have a complete, perfect, updated, instant time. However, we can start organizing what we have and seeing what works for us, right? But a folder for who is for sponsoring it, as it all gets mixed in feed with everything else. That's a good point. And those are things that we need to think about. So when we're looking at how can we do this, maybe under albums, we have one for each of, I don't know, maybe it's too much, right? Tammy says there's a Facebook page with all the retreat listed. It's kept up by Kay. So I know Kay does the events, and you actually have to fill in a Google form for her to create the post and share it. I don't want to tag just one person doing this. I also want to try and increase the easeability, the information being disseminated, shared. Maybe it's, and I know people come back, creators come back, and they share it on their lives. I also know there are some that don't. If we have like a memory post or something, I don't know, I'm throwing ideas out. Tammy says, I don't look for them as I'm unable to go to them, but I am giving ideas anyways. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. And I know we have members who have tried to do virtual retreats, and they do have virtual retreats. Right. How can we make those better? Have you gone to one? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Rebecca, it's still a lot to go through. I end up scrolling and scrolling. Part of why I don't use Facebook. It would be nice if it could be broken down into smaller chunks. That's why I said each month. Yes. And in doing each month, there would still be work going on to get the next month and the next month. And similar to the event pages, I would see, possibly putting a Google form together and having somebody on the committees submit it. And I know things change and things are still fluctuating, but like even a post that says, hey, these retreats still have openings, or there are seats in these ones. And we can close the communications and stuff like that. Oh, Tammy, you're fine. You're fine. Right? I just wanted to kind of think about it. Because we all have different wants and needs and desires. We're all looking for some type of information. What is that information that will help us know? And maybe it's not even about events or retreats. Maybe it's about what's going on in the community. Yes. Yes, Rebecca, I thought we were talking about retreats and events. Yes. So, absolutely, the retreats and the events. There are times also where what's going on in the community. So, for example, we have the Christmas premieres. For anybody who wants to create a video and put it on YouTube within the Christmas premieres playlist, for anybody who wants to have something to watch, listen to, chat in the chat box with over those holidays. Now, it doesn't have to be like I have 1,000 YouTubers. No. You could have one. You don't have to have any. Just if you want to spend time and make a connection, here's an opportunity. But how do we get that information out for others to see? So Robin says, I was just going to say, I think one of the most important things is finding out when a retreat sign up is going to start or open, because most of the time everyone hears about it after it's already full. That's another one. That's another one. Unless you're in a specific person's live, I normally don't hear about it. And then it's like, there was an opening. I might have been able to make that fit. Or, oh, I know somebody who really wanted to try and get into it, but now it's too late. And it may not even be a retreat that I can attend, but I might know people who might be interested in it. And for me, it's all about community and sharing and how it's getting to know that information, right? And I know in the business world, it's who you know, it's your connections, and we get used to that. So by all means, give some thought about what information do you guys look for when you go, oh, is there an event going on? What about a retreat? Oh man. Tammy, there are so many pros and cons about retreats. I think it's not we don't find out, is more we don't. That's interesting. I think it's not we don't find out. It's more why we don't. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Now I'm going to put a caveat in here as well, because I don't want to cause or create drama. Okay, it's not, well, you should have known this. Da, 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 da. We're not doing the shoulding. We're just asking a question, and we're just being curious. Why don't we? Maybe because we don't have any interest, or we don't know what we don't know. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking at this a little more. If you guys have any ideas, suggestions, feedback, I love what you're giving me. Give me more, Okay, that was really weird. Sorry. Um, but that's, yeah, why don't we? And I think for some people, they're trying and they also have other things they're doing. And it can be very overwhelming and it's hard to have a single person try and maintain it. And I don't think it's fair. But if we work as a community, great things can happen. Okay, well, that time went by fast. Tammy, retreats have been a sore thumb in the community. Can you elaborate on that? I think I understand what you're saying. And I can appreciate that because people want to go to retreats. They want to get together with the people they meet online because you're friends. Like, I tell you guys stuff I don't tell my husband. And I know you appreciate it. Like, he could care less I checkerboarded that whole diamond painting. He was like, why? Oh, I thought it was finished. And my son's like, Mom, you're strange. I'm like, thank you. But you guys appreciate it, right? And it's really hard that not everybody can participate. But it's literal, off to get a few things done before team off. Like, oh, yes, 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 yes. I know J Rob is not going live tonight, so that's why I kind of am letting it go for a bit. But yeah, I want to see what Timo has. That might be a bad, no, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. My wallet would be like, no, but it's all good. Tammy says, my comment, not about causing drama. That's a thought in conversation through the community. Yeah. Yeah. And it's a touchy one. It's sensitive. Not touchy like, ugh, but it's sensitive. Because people take tones, words, phrases, body language, and sometimes you don't have body language, so all you have is text. And it's hard to understand and interpret it. Tammy, yeah, I will impress. You got it. Absolutely, please. So what events are you guys going to be looking at? Which ones are you participating in? Rebecca says, I have to say that several retreats feel like they are more for certain people, like you have to know the right people. I was so grateful for Shay, or I still never have been on one. I've been trying for years to go to one. Yeah, right? And I think, if I may, and I mean, you may feel completely different. It's when you get to, you're so excited, you're like, yes, I'm gonna go, yeah. And you get there and you're like, I don't know anybody. Or as you're preparing, like, I don't know anybody. What am I doing? And it's like, okay, I'm there. How do I get to know all these people? Because now I have faces and social media names, handles. I have no idea why it just blinked, but that's okay. Versus, says, I don't think it's a sore thumb, and that's the point, is not everyone can participate due to funds and people that are just realizing they've been going on and never heard about them. But also that's how I found out about them. I just went to different people's lives and heard them talking about them. Yes. Yep. Tammy, yes, very. Mutnuts. Which goddess? Ooh, yes. BTS, Break the Silence. Crafts or treat. And Nix's ADD, ADHD. Yes. Melanie! Actually, my Layla. Layla is my my Nix's. Yeah. I'm also doing the Small Shop Fall Festival, which is my kindred spirits. Melanie, retreats are the gated community of diamond painting. LOL. It can feel like that. Yes. Yeah, it can feel like it. Absolutely. All right. Rebecca, oh shoot. Remember that I only found out some of the people at Crafters Paradise were YouTubers I follow? Yes. Oh, you're not alone. You're not alone. Because I've been to retreat and it's like, you're so and so? No way. I'm like, because you don't see their faces. Yes. Tammy says yours and Jen's and maybe one other's. And you know why, Tammy? Because you do sparkle all the way. Yes. Rebecca, I meant to say when it was over. Yeah, no, but it's true. Like there's times where you'll go in. Okay, so when I went to the Great Lakes Escape the very first time, I've only been there twice. The very, very first time, I heard certain voices and I spun around. I'm like, oh, I know who you are because I knew the voice. And then there were other ones. It was like, nice to meet you. And then only later did I find I'm like, what? You're so and so, right? Mutnut says, I finished my canvas for small shop event. Nice. Melanie, I finished my drills and chills. Now doing the bat and the cat. OMG, 24 bags of 310. No. Are you serious? Tell me I read that correctly. 24 bags of 310? Mutts. Correct. I'm gobsmacked. I hope you like color blocking. I hope you like 310s. That's a lot of bags. Holy cow. Are you going to switch maybe some of them out and do like fairy dust or subtles? I wonder. Mutton nuts. OMG, that tops my 6 bags at 310. Yeah, it sounds very small, right? She has 4 times your bags of 310. 4 times. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know if I could do that. I tried to do Batman and that's another that's in timeout. It's another one that's timeout. I'm like, ooh, oh my goodness. And I'm sure it will look really good when you're finished. Because if it didn't need that many bags of 310, you wouldn't have them. They wouldn't chart them. I am going to praise and bow to you. Oh my God, you are going to have to keep us posted on that one. Yes. Nah, as is. I have all the DC canvases, so I have to love 310. Yes. Or you may be a little loopy, because I would be loopy. That is incredible. Oh my, I cannot. I'm gonna have to take a look and see what Batman has for 310s. I have that one. Which other ones do I have that have? I don't usually get canvases that have lots of 310. Okay, now I need to go find out which canvases I have and how many bags of 310 they have, because now my curious mind wants to know which one has the most 310s. Maybe we could do an event with that. All 310s. Most 310s? Hail 310s. Or hell 310s. Oh, that might be fun. That might be. Batman Hush has 19 bags. Imagine. Tammy says, I look at the background before I buy. If it has a lot of light colors, I won't do it. Interesting. Yep. And it's true, because when I look at canvases, it needs to draw my attention. It needs to make me feel something. And I love bright colors or natural hues. So I like complementary colors. Tammy, Melanie says, same, Tammy. Tammy, or lots of black and 939, I won't do it. You're right. See, the Batman was in the mystery box when they first had the mystery boxes out. I got it, and it had Batman. And then Nicole did Be the Hero, and I'm like, oh, I can do this one. And I'm like, it's driving me nuts. I'm like, it drove me to the point where I pulled out multiplacers and I was trying the biggest multiplacers I could so I could just get through it. That was my cue of I don't like 310s. Melanie says, yep, too much light drives me nuts. Muttnut says, I do anything but creepy clowns. Really, Muttnuts? You do anything, huh? I might have to challenge you on that one. Maybe we will get together and find one for you and send it to you. Because you said you'd do anything. Tammy says, yeah, Melanie, shows too many flaws. Actually, that's a really good point. That's an excellent point. The darker and the lighter colors show where they're not lined up and where they're not snug. You're right. You're right. I'm just thinking back to some of the canvases I have where the lighter colors, I get frustrated because I can see the gaps. Maybe that's why I like bright colors, because you're looking at the colors and you're not looking at the lines. Melanie, especially pink lines. Yep. And I think that may be part of the reason why I like squares versus rounds, because rounds have more space around them, where squares butt up against each other. Because you're right, I don't like the lighter ones. Interesting. Oh, Muttnut, you laughing at me? We might have something up our sleeve for you. Robin says, I got Justice League the same way. and did it for the same event. And it had a ton of black too. If I remember exactly, or if I remember correctly, I think it was 21 bags. Oh, yeah, Rebecca. Oh, Melanie, haha. Melanie, I have that one too, Robin. Melanie, have you done it? Have you finished it? Rebecca says, I unboxed one in rounds with those pink lines. I was so disappointed. I think you guys are onto something. Not yet. Well, we may need you to just see how many bags of black are in that one when you're doing your 24 for, yeah. I'm going to have to pull out my completed canvases and look for ones that have letter colors in them and just do like a comparison. Yeah, because you know what? You're right. Yeah, Robin, it's a big one, Melanie, but it went quick because of all the color blocking. I could see that. Yeah. Tammy, that's why I'm a confetti girl. Me too. The other thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to announce it right now, is in January 2025 is going to be my big canvases year. I am bringing out my J wall, and it's going to sit on this. That is my latch hook loom. And I can take these canvases and I can drape them so I don't have to fold them up. So what I'm going to do, here's the plan. This is my J wall from the one with the diamond art. I have the first row done. Starting in January, I am going to drape it over this, put my light pad on it, so I can leave it and like one of these other ones, I can go back and do a little bit, add a little bit, and a little bit. So this is the canvas. And this is what I got completed on it. So I want to take this one out and put it there. And then while I'm here, I'm going to grab my Libra. That's the one that got me hooked. And since this wall has no images on it, I'm going to start hanging paintings. So that's my commitment, because I really want to get back to my J wall. It is 120 by 150 centimeters. I have it as a puzzle, and I really want to get it done so I can hang it up. And the spot that I had to hang it, my husband took it. So I took the room. He can have the wall. I'll take the room. But I don't have the workspace to do anything that big. Well, you know how when you go to the store, you know, as a kid, you're like, ooh, I can have anything? There was a J-wall event, and I was like, ooh, I need a J-wall. I went with the biggest that I could. Then I got it, and I was like, oh my Lord. Hello, hello, Tim and Carrie. How are you? Yes, Tammy. April and May. Yes. And Debbie and Kim are doing it this year. Angie's taking the year off. She's got some things that she's working on herself. But I want to get this one. I really want to get going more down on it. I want to get down to the face. Yes. No, Tammy, it's not. It is black and white. So for me, it doesn't really make a difference. For me, it doesn't really make a difference. It is literally, I'll grab it here. It's not double-sided. It is poured glue, but it is black or white. And I do really small sections. So although I have it already pre-cut, because I thought, oh, that size is going to be perfect, it's way, way too big. So I actually do them, because it's already pre-cut, I will do it to the end. So I do that length, which is 66 rows, and I will do 11 columns. And the only reason why I know it's 66 and 11 is because, yes, I'm anal, and I like to know how many colors I use in each section. So that is what I'm going to be starting in January, and I'll place it on my loom here, so then I don't have to keep rolling it up and unpacking it. Because you're right, Mutz, I had to take over our dining room table to do it. But then when I wasn't working on it, I had to try and roll it up to try and move it aside. That's the challenge. And I need the space for all the drills. There's 229 colors in that painting. I don't know what I was thinking, but I do love the way it's coming out. So they do have ones with the colored background now, and you can ask for which one. I really want to try Deutschland, but all their J walls are double-sided adhesive. Double-sided adhesive. I don't like double-sided adhesive. And if I'm going to spend that kind of money and then add that kind of shipping cost on a canvas that I want to love, I'm not going to enjoy it with a double-sided adhesive. But what I'm thinking is, I know the one with the diamond art has the colored backgrounds now. I might buy one of their colored backgrounds of my Libra and do a comparison. Because like I said, this is what got me hooked with diamond painting. Look at all the animals. And I thought this was huge. Thought it was huge. So we'll have to see. We are going to Mingle in Mittens, Great Lake Escape, and Lone Star Retreats. Hope to see some of you. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure which one it is. What mystery is that, Ron? It's actually not a mystery canvas. It's my J-Wall. And I really want to get more progress on it. So starting January 2025, I'm going to start that one. Leopard, I'm going to kit up Crafter's Den Autumn Mystery. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, we want to know. We want to know. Please tell. Please tell. Mel, that is a lot of colors. I went and got the Art Dot Mega storage. It has the three, I think it's like 200, no, it's bigger than two. It's the largest one they have. It's the XXL. And what I've done is I actually take the tray out and plop it down, take the second tray out and plop it down. And then I usually will pull out the colors I need and line them up. And then when I just, but it's preparation first. That's what works for me. I wonder what the Crafter's Den Autumn Mystery is. Tammy says, my JWall black and white is sitting in my closet. I couldn't do it. It gave me migraines. So I plan on getting a colored background next year. I can see that, yeah, because some people were saying that the black and white was really hard on the eyes and caused migraines. My black and white, I can't, it has to be bright light, and I can't do it for all day. Whereas like with these color back, these little tiny, like these little color ones, I can sit here for probably a good 4 or 5 hours. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not moving. I'm always moving. My son says to me, how can you sit so long? And I'm like, because I'm not sitting. I'm always moving, I'm twisting and looking out the window, and I'm always doing something. But I can stay focused on the painting. Melanie, Tammy, I've heard that many times before, a reason why I'm reluctant to try a mystery. Tammy says, yep, won't do a mystery either. I like mysteries, but caveat, I need to have a clue what type of image it is. If it is, I got a mystery one and I was so excited for it. And then I was like, oh, this is so not my style. It wasn't because it was a mystery. The image wasn't my style. It's pretty, don't get me wrong, and I finished it. But, so if I can have a clue of what kind it is, then I can make my decisions. There's also the DAC Mystery Facebook, which you can go and take a look because they have a log of what all their mystery kits are. But yeah, if you're going to do a mystery, I would suggest doing like a small one first and see if you like it. Don't start off huge. It's the black and white background that makes me reluctant. I can understand that. With the black and white, again, I would suggest a smaller one, a 30 by 40 or even like a 20 by 20. Put a light pad on it and only do small sections. Because the larger the section, the more dizzy eye movie you don't want to do. Right, so that's actually why I went, that's actually how I discovered what works for me on that large canvas. Because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a big one. And then I looked at all the colors and I took the colors and I organized them one way. It didn't work. Then I was like, honey, I need you to help me try and sort these into another kind of type of category because this isn't working for me. And we did it that way. Didn't work for me. I also had to make it smaller sections because I was getting confused and overwhelmed with, because it's so much confetti, you're using many colors in a small section. So if you have a bigger section, just imagine the number of colors would be in that section. So if you pick one container and you want to place them all in that section, it's going to be, for me, it hurt my eyes. It was overwhelming. And then I was getting mad because I missed so many of them. And it was taking me so long. It was taking me so long. So smaller sections, pull my colors out. And because with this one, the colors are in that whole section, I'm using them over and over again. And I just go, okay, yep. Nut says, I will sit and diamond paint for 10 to 15 hour sessions, but I get up and move every 30 minutes. Yeah, you need to move. You need to move. Because otherwise you'll get a kink and then you'll be like, oh, okay. I can't turn my head. Or your arms will hurt. Robin says, I love mysteries. I prefer to at least know the artist before I will buy them, though. Yes. Yep. I will not. And I've tried two. I've tried a Halloween theme one, and I've tried a DAC one. It's not that I didn't enjoy doing them. It was the image I wasn't very fond of. Like, it wasn't like, ooh, I need to work on it. All right. I love the colors. Melanie says diamond painting for 5 hours is no different than an 8-hour desk job. Just saying. Right. Exactly. You know, and that's kind of what I say to my family. It's like, while I may not be working, this is my thing. And I enjoy it. And if I'm enjoying it, I will continue doing it. Right? It's no different. And there's times where I stand up and I sit down and, you know, I move my chairs up and down because I have a stool. So I move my chair up and down. It works for me. Tammy says, I think too, it didn't have any color to go by if you couldn't see symbol or make out symbol. Yes. Very good point. So the one with the diamond art doesn't come with stickers, or mine didn't come with stickers. I think that may be different now. And the symbols are really small. And I was having a hard time trying to figure them out. So I just reached out to them. I'm like, is there a way I can get a PDF of the symbols? I just need a PDF so I can blow them up, I can enlarge them on my screen, and I can see what they are. And that's actually what I did. Is I don't have my rounds here. I enlarged them and then I put them on here and I put a sticker on the bottom. Why 2 stickers? Because when you're dealing with 229 colors, you take the lid off, you put them down. I don't know how many times I mixed them up because they're so close. So then I can look at the bottom going, right, that's not the lid. For me, it made a difference. But yeah, they will assist you with a digital PDF, and then you can enlarge it. So, oh my gosh, guys, do you see what time it is? Oh, okay. I need to go find something to eat. because for me it's 7:36, and I want to make sure I have substance before I go and join all of you in TMOS Live. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Thank you for looking at my paintings and holding me accountable for getting back to my J-wall. And I will see you guys soon. Please hit the like button. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And you just wait until you see what comes out next. Bye, everybody.